Hey, beloveds. Hey. Let's chat just really quick. So I wanted to discuss with you guys about prophetic words and why is it so important for you to discern, to judge, and take the word back to the Lord that someone speaks over your life. Um, the importance of knowing and understanding that person's heart posture and what spirit is actually moving through them. Okay, so yes, we need prophetic words. Yes, we need God to speak over our life secondarily, right? And He sends prophetic words to confirm what He's already spoken to you in the spirit. And so I'm not against that, but we have to be careful of who and what we allow someone to speak over our lives. Okay. Um, so when you are receiving a prophetic word, beloved, I want you to understand that you have the right to discern, to discern, to judge that word and to take that word back to God. You should always take the word back to the Lord. Always, always, always take the word back to the Lord. But you can first discern the person that's giving you the word. Discern them. Look at them. Who are you? Who sent you to give me this word? What posture, what heart posture are you giving me this word from? Where is your heart at? Um, what spirit are you operating in? Um, you can just discern, and then you can judge. When that word is being spoken to you, you can then judge that word. Is that from God? Is that from God? Was that a familiar spirit? Was that a spirit? What is it? You can judge the word. Judge it. Judge it all the way. And then you want to take every bit of that word and take it back to the Lord and ask God, God, did you send this person to deliver this word to me? How accurate is this word? Is this you? Did you say this to me? Is this, is this what you're speaking to me in this hour? Is this what you're speaking to me in this time? And the reason I am bringing this to you guys is because it is imperative in this time and in this season, because we have so many prophets rising up, and the word says many of false prophets will be sent out, which means you got real prophets amongst false prophets. You got witches, you got warlocks, you got all of these people operating in the realm of the spirit. And so you want to be careful when you are receiving a prophetic word from anybody. You want to be very mindful, very careful, um, and just be careful. Be careful who you let lay hands on you. And I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm not trying to make anybody leery of the church or of people in the body of Christ. That's not what I'm doing. I want you to be aware. I want you to be aware. I want you to not be so chasing the word, chasing prophetic words. I want you to be aware of letting people lay hands on you, because people can transfer things to you when they lay hands on you. Spirits transfer. Okay, they do. They transfer. People can do all kinds of sorts of things. So I want you to just be aware. Just be very aware. Be very attentive. Pay attention to people's spirits. Discern. I cannot stress that enough. Please discern. Judge a person. Judge them. Stand there, discern, and judge them. Who are you? Who sent you? Why are you here? That is very important in this time that we are in, because it's going to get crazy. It's going to get so crazy. We're going to see so many different things in the land that is going to be so crazy. So we have to be very discerning of spirits, because there is so many spirits roaming around, and the church is not it is not separate. Okay. It is not, don't think you're safe just because you're at church. Don't think that can't no witch or no warlock or no monitoring spirit or no Jezebel or no devil. Don't think that they can't be in the church too, because oh, they up in there. They all up and through there. So be mindful. Please be mindful of prophetic words that is being spoken over your life. And I want to tell you this. If you take nothing else from this video that I am saying to you, get your word from God. Get your word from God. He will speak to you. But you got to get in the secret place with him. You're going to have to spend time with him. You're going to have to get so in tune with the Lord that he could speak to you and you'll know it's him. And you won't need to chase prophets for a prophetic word. You won't need to go to the church and make sure that the prophets see you, and make sure that you sitting at the front, and just all of these things. Just be mindful of that. Just be mindful of that, because what you need to know the heart of a man, because out of the heart the mouth speaks. Out of the heart the mouth speaks. So that's why it is imperative that you discern the person that is speaking into your life. You don't know these people from a can of paint. Do not allow just anybody to speak over your life. Don't allow anybody to speak into your spirit. If you want to hear what God has to say, baby, you're going to have to get on them knees, and you're going to have to contend with the Lord. You're going to have to contend and pray to the Lord yourself, because it's going to be imperative in this time and in this season to do that. And not to be out here trying to chase a prophetic word, not to be out here trying to chase a prophet, not to be out here trying to chase a word. Get in the secret place and hear God for yourself, because you don't know what these people are dabbling in. You don't know what these people are doing behind closed doors. You have no idea. You have no idea. You got some preaching in the pulpit. You got some prophesying in the pulpit, but they undercover witches. They undercover warlocks. You just got to be careful. You just got to be careful. You got to be very mindful, and you got to be very discerning. You're going to have to get on your knees and pray. Now, I'm not against prophetic words, because that's God will send a confirm. God will send them to warn. But I want you to discern the person that is speaking into your life. You want to know their heart posture, because they can be speaking from a place that is not healthy. They can be speaking from a place that is familiar. They can pull from a familiar spirit. You just never know. So I want you to be very discerning. I want you to judge, and then make sure that you are taking that word back to God. Any prophetic word that you ever receive, anything that someone ever speaks over your life, you want to make sure you take that word back to God. Let God confirm that word with you. Let God say, yes, that was me. Let God say no, that what, whatever the case may be, but you always want to make sure that you are doing that. But above all, do not be out here chasing prophetic words. Don't allow that to be your end and all. You want to get in a secret place with the Lord. You want to get in a secret place with the Lord and just contend with him and contend with him and contend with him until you can hear him for yourself. Or ask God, God, I don't understand what you're telling me. So send a confirming word. But I need to know that that's you, because the enemy always try to imitate what God is doing. So you want to be very specific in what you're asking God. And then when it comes, you want to make sure you discern it. Is this from God? Is this the confirmation that I asked God for? But don't be so quick to receive it. Don't be so quick to receive it, because the enemy always try to copy and imitate what God is doing and what you have asked God for. So you want to be very mindful of that. You want to be very mindful of that. But make sure that you are being very meticulous, being very careful about just receiving words from people. You know what I mean? You just be careful. Now I'm not trying to make anyone fearful of a prophet, or I'm not trying to make anyone fearful of a prophetic word. That's not what this video is about. This video is to give you wisdom. This video is to give you understanding and how to navigate the times that we're in. That's all this is, making awareness to you because of the time that we're in, and we're going to see it more and more and more. We're going to see, these people rising up, and God is raising up his people too. So I'm not saying that it's just bad. It's a mixture. But you're going to see God raise up people that has been in a secret place with him, and they can speak accurate word. They can speak an accurate prophetic word, but you want to make sure that it is from God. But don't chase it. Don't run it down. Don't, hey, I'm over here. Don't do that. Don't do that. If a prophet have a word for you, and if God sent them, they'll come, and it'll be in a way that is so not usual. But you don't have to go chasing for it. You don't have to go looking for it. It'll come to you, but you want to discern it. You want to make sure that it's from God, is what I'm saying. You want to discern it and make sure that God sent that prophet to speak into your life. You want to make sure that it was ordained by the Lord. You want to make sure that it was orchestrated by the Lord, and that the enemy is not coming to send confusion to you and familiarity to you. I love you all. I love you all with the love of the Lord. Um, Anything that I speak to you guys on my channel, on this channel about, I've experienced it and I've walked through it myself. And so that is the reason why I felt so strongly in my spirit to make this video, because I remember a prophet speaking a word over my life. And as I've been studying prophetic words, and just all of these things, God told me, always discern the person, always discern them. And just because you're close proximity to them, and y'all ministering together, always discern the spirit that's moving through them, and also judge that word, and then bring that word back to me. So that is why I thought it was very imperative in this time, in this season, because you got so many people prophesying. You got so many people giving prophetic words, and we want a prophetic word. We want what is God saying about my life? What is God saying about my life? We want that. And so yes, we may get in a place where we're chasing prophetic words. But I want to tell you on today, beloved, don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna have to get in a secret place, and you're gonna have to hear God from your for yourself. And if He sent a word, He send it. But don't chase it down. Don't look for it. Don't go finding it. Don't do that. Don't do that. I love you all. I know I was about to end it, but then I felt in my spirit to say that last part. But I love you all. I love you all with the love of the Lord. Um, I appreciate all my subscribers that I have gained so far. I love you all. Um, I thank y'all for even subscribing and for entrusting me to nourish you and pray over you and to speak into your life. Um, and just know that I am just doing what God has called me here to do. I am just walking in my obedience finally. Um, and I'm excited for what God is doing in my life and what He is going to do and is doing in your life. Have a blessed and wonderful week. God is going to do great and mighty things in your life, and just trust the process. Trust what God is doing, but be anxious for nothing, beloved. Don't go and look and search. Be anxious for nothing. Let God orchestrate your steps. I love you.